everybody. How are we doing out there? Grady, Polcyn here, Family First Life America. Excited to be on here with you today. Excited to be on here with our guest we've got coming on shortly, Miss Cassandra Carter, joining us and going to be talking about her first month in Family First Life, where she paid over $25,000. So pretty cool what we've got going on here as a team, as a company, and as an opportunity for those who want to work hard, become their best versions of themselves, and take care of a lot of people. Love FFL. How are we doing, everybody out there? Hope you're doing well. Let's jump in the call like we always do. Start right rocking and rolling with the report card for the week. Who went to work? Who worked? Did you stay away from the bottom? And let's talk about how we did this past week. What's great about FFL is it's constant opportunity for yourself to get better. There is no shortage of opportunity here, and there's no shortage of top producers working, winning, and doing their best to help each other. So let's talk about the past week. Looks like a huge week we had. Congratulations to everybody. Family First Life America Weekly Submit and all of our agencies, FFL Rise, FFL Republic, FFL American Dream, FFL Guardian, FFL Legacy Protectors, FFL Fire, FFL Grit, and FFL Limitless. We are all one team, all working together, helping people becoming, growing. And what's cool about that, as soon as you, yourself, and a few people that you get together and work hard with, issue pay as a team $100,000 in a month, you will join the upper ranks of the company with your own team name, your own logo, and a lot more that comes with that. So great shout out to everybody out there. Great to everybody who went to work this week. 113 total agents, 363 total applications, yielding the potential for $382,271 of total commissions earned. What a week. 8 brand new agents, 8 brand new writers, 8 brand new business owners. My old longtime friend, Miss Ashley Combs there. My old longtime friend, Jackson Keeler there. Milana, Logan Hold, Jan G, Tommy B, Mark N, and John M. Bunch of brand new people. I know a lot of you. I can't wait to get to know more of you, and I'm very proud of all of you. Welcome to this list. Goal number 2, you made it on the list. Stay on the list. So 113 total agents, top 50. Top 50 agents. Let's love on everybody who paid over, or who submitted over $5,000. 23 people over $5,000 this week. Austin F, 5,094. Jordan L, 5,213. Omar S, 5,364. Andy G, 5,646. Waylon P, 6,910. Benjamin E, 13 apps. Way to grind it out, man. $7,009. Wolfson R, $7,299. Laura V, $7,419. Juan R, $7,423. So Juan R, 15, and Laura V, 16. Their son and mother. Laura's his mom. If you talk about an incredible opportunity, be able to find a new business, and then introduce it to your family. And now his mom. I mean, I'm so proud of that family to see what they're doing. In duo, I mean, potentially issue paying as a individuals over $20,000. Doesn't get much better than that. Very proud of you guys. We should have that on a family episode one time and have you guys both on. That'd be fun. Number 14, John M, 7,611, brand new agent. Made the first column club in his first week. Good job, John. I believe you're working with Julius. Good job, buddy. Welcome to Family First Life. Alan G, 8,564. Clay Sweet, 8,763. Bruce Wayne Lawson, 8,953. Matthew Saunders, 9,030. Cassandra Carter on the call today, $10,501. 9 agents submitted over $10,000 this week. Good work. Brittany Hall, 10,807. Nina Damjanovic, 13 apps for 12,043. Gage P, 12,265. Julius Gilger, 12,770. Jam F, $13,130. Top 3, Genevieve Okaro, 14,000 even. Is that possible, Jen, or did you get lazy and just drop in 14,000, didn't want to add it all up? If it landed on the dot, I am so proud. I've never seen it that even before. But good work. 8 apps, 14,000. What a week. John Kennedy, 9 apps, $18,885. And the number one producer and vice president going for senior vice president in July, Alexander Strait, 9 apps for $19,420. Great to everybody out there. Great job to everybody out there. These numbers are simply a reflection of hard work, effort, energy, treating this business like business owners, right? So how does it work, Grady? Well, we purchase leads, interested people, and then we go call them and say, hey, I'm the guy that's assigned to your case to facilitate your interest. And if you like the options and products we have to offer, what we can do is we can put something in place that'll allow you to be able to protect your family, or put some living benefits in place, or return a premium term, or a multitude of different options we've got available to you. So people look at these numbers and they go, you know, what's the difference between the guy at number 50 with $2,064 and the guy at number 1 with $19,420? The number one answer is leads. That's the only thing. Corbin didn't buy as many leads as Alex did. Is Corbin a good guy? Yes, I know him. He's a hard worker. But Alexander Strait bought more leads, dialed the phone more, and Alex has also been here a little longer, so his skill set has grown. That's the thing too, guys. It's plan this thing like it is the business that you want it to become. Do you want to become great at this? Do you want to become highly skilled? Do you want to become someone who's respected in your community as an educated person around insurance? I did. Many of you do. Alex, John, Jen, all these guys want to become respected on this. Why? Because people for the rest of time are going to be looking for insurance, right? With what's going on in the world today and all the news telling everybody that, you know, don't lick any doorknobs and you know, put a bee suit on to go to the grocery store. People are scared. And we've got a product offer that then would protect their family if the worst thing happened. If the worst thing happened, if you happen to pass, if I died, that would suck for me. I don't want to die, but I've got a lot of insurance. So I know my wife would be okay. A lot of our clients, their wives would be, or husbands would be, or their kids would be without. They would, their entire world would change. But the products that we offer help, and we provide help. And we help people with a bunch of different companies we've got, put a great product in place that then would protect that situation, or at least bridge the gap of time in some capacity. And that to me is very wonderful. I am so proud to be affiliated with an industry that helps families, that helps people. I always try to, I knock on solar and roofing and car salesmen, but like, I'll tell you, dudettes, that it's pretty cool being in a position like we are to help people the way we can. So leads is the key. We generate leads we don't generate them. We've got a lot of different lead vendors that generate leads for us to go facilitate requests. People all over the nation right now are looking for help. And that's what allows us to go out there and make the kind of money. And Alexander Strait and John Kennedy and Genevieve with their 14,000 even. Dude, if it landed 14,000 even, I got it. I'm sorry, but just playing, Jen. She knows I love her. But that's what's so cool about this. You start to build this high level trust and relationship with other great people. So a couple of things that I'm going to bring on Cassandra and hear about her, and you can stop listening to me because I really want to hear about her because she is a brand new agent. We'll get her backstory. I don't want to jump into it, but a couple things right now. There is a lead sale going on. I'll just share this for a second. If you're watching this in the future, there's oftentimes a lot of different lead sales going on right now. For a few more days, you can use the code SUMMERSALE2020 to get 50% off leads in the CRM. Corporate pays for that out of their own pocket. The Mail Pro and all the lead houses have a hard cost, and the agents generally cover that cost. But corporate, as a business, what are they doing? They're going, well, this is our business too. Let's reinvest in our agents and try to help them subsidize some of their costs so they can get more people. Now, this isn't to say instead of spending $200 or $2,000 on leads, you only need to spend $1,000. This says, well, now when you spend your $2,000, you get twice as many leads. Right now, there's something along the lines of 280,000 leads in the CRM. 280,000 leads in the CRM. So if you're in a market right now where maybe lead flow is a little slow, maybe you're a newer agent to us, and so the lead vendors don't know you yet, because what generally, I mean, this is business. And this is their business too. As a lead vendor goes, they generally service their recurring customers first to keep them happy so they keep buying, and then they pick on new clients. That's why a company like Lead Bank Direct as a lead vendor is very good, because you can lock out your area or an area that you want to have leads coming in, and they'll always come in. Other vendors, just reach out to them as a new agent. But also in the same standpoint, taking advantage of the CRM. If you live in one area and there's another big city 2 hours away, not a big deal. People live in Connecticut and they commute to New York City for 2.5 hours, there and back, 5 days a week for their whole career. So because, you know, there isn't leads, because your neighbors aren't still filling out lead cards around you, you don't have to drive 4 minutes to go have an appointment. It's been pretty cool. Quite a few times I've sold people, they're like in my square mile. I'm like, cool. Like, oh, you know, I don't tell them I live across the street, but like, it's interesting. But your neighbors at some point are going to stop filling out lead cards, or they're going to start filling out stuff online. What you need to do is to take advantage of other markets. Get in the CRM, look at the heat map, go back 1 or 2 or 3 calls where we did a whole CRM training breakdown, and put yourself in a position where you can pick up extra leads in other areas, get yourself set up, because leads is it. I mean, if at a top standpoint, 20% of what you make will be in lead expense, 20%. So in that, would you, if you're gonna make to make 100 grand, you got to spend 20,000 on leads. Well, would you spend 20,000 to keep 80,000? Seems like a good ROI. So would you spend 100,000, 2,000 a week to issue pay 500,000 to keep 400,000? I mean, before I started here, I thought that like 20,000 a month, you had a chauffeur, and you had a Rolls Royce, a chauffeur, and all you ate was caviar. That's the way like my mind thought that much money was, because I'd never been around it. I'd never experienced it. It was not my circle. It wasn't my world. But you come here and 20,000 a month is like the minimum. Why? Well, let's break it down real quick. So if you issue 20,000, you're going to have lead costs. Let's just say the 20% rule, 4,000. So you keep 16, but that 4,000 is tax deductible. Thank you, Uncle Sam. And then you have taxes. So taxes on the 16,000 is about, I don't know, let's say 4 again. So you got about 12,000 you keep. Okay. And you got lead costs out of there. You got taxes, now you're keeping 12,000. So you issue pay. And then let's say chargebacks. Let's say 10% cancel. So you got $10,000. $10,000 in your bank account, in your wallet, on your debit for issue paying 20. How do you issue pay 20? Submit about 6-7 a week. So these like simple little but guess what? The people that do that, they're not submitting 2,000 a week. You're not going to keep 10,000 a month if you're submitting 2,000 a week. You got to happen. Am I back? Can you comment if you see me? Okay, thank you, Austin. What's up, Zoom? Wait, I'm flowing here. What's going on? Okay, well, I appreciate you guys staying on here. So I'm back. We're on. I'm gonna stop talking and get on Cassandra, because then she can carry the call if anything happens again. So leads are great. Invest in your business. You can create the life you want by simply swiping your credit card, creating trust, working hard, studying this business, digging into the training, and making this your everything. That's it. You make this your everything, and it'll take care of everything. How about that? You make this your everything, it'll take care of everything. And that's a very, very, very powerful place to be. So welcome you all. I want to bring on Cassandra Carter, and she's going to, as our new agent interview, and just spend some time with her. We're going to chat it up and let's see. Hey there.
Hello.
How you doing?
So good.
So good.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, this is Cassandra Carter. She's joining us by way of Dallas.
I said I live in Dallas, but I'm in Las Vegas right now.
Perfect. So Cassandra, she last month was her first month, a full-time month, right? You dabbled the previous month a little bit, but full-time.
And then May was like really dove in.
Perfect. So last month, May, she really dove in, and she issue paid $25,479. And how much insurance experience did you have prior to coming here? Zero. Okay. So I'd love for you to kind of just say hi to everybody. Sharon, let's hear it, kind of little backstory about you, where you're from, kind of how you found us, and then we can kind of jump into some more stuff.
Okay, great. So I'm from a couple of different places. I was born in Colorado. I lived in Ohio. Then I moved to Wyoming, and then South Carolina, and now Texas. So I've been a little bit all over the place. And then before this, I was personal training, and when I first started personal training, I was bartending. So I was working 2 jobs, and it was exhausting, but I feel like that me pushing myself developed me for this job, to push myself in the field.
Yep.
Yeah. And so how I got introduced to Family First Life is Polcyn Hamilton. We used to work at Equinox, and he left, and I was like, hey, tell me why you left. Because he was doing well at Equinox. He was doing very well. So I wanted to know what he was up to.
Okay. So you pursued Colton. Colton is a 20+ K producer, very great, very good producer, also out of the Dallas area, working with Juan and Alexander Strait. And so you're like, hey, you're making money at this personal training facility inside of this gym. Why'd you leave?
Yeah, and also I wanted something that I could build and that would be more sustainable long term, because I love training, because I love working with people, and this allows me to do that as well. But here, there are goals for myself. For them, I was just building their business. This is a way for me to build my business.
Correct. I love that. I mean, because that's a big thing people don't understand, is that all of our contracts are direct to the carrier. We don't put you in a contract that says, if you ever want to leave Family First Life, you got to leave all your clients and all your renewals, and we're going to shave your head. Like, we don't make you do that like these other companies in order to get out of there, in order to leave. Is like, and so it's one of the reasons why a lot of people come here, is because we treat people really well. And you do own your own business, and all your clients are yours. And so that's a very true statement. Now, you did mention, we spoke briefly about how, if you were during the current, pandemic situation, or with what's going on in the world as far as from a health standpoint, that where would your life be right now if you were still working at the gym?
Well, my gym got closed, so I would not be in a very good position financially. And, the universe kind of put this in my path because it knew I was going to be in a world of hurt if I didn't change like what I was doing in my life. So this got put into my life, and I dove in head first. As soon as I was starting to understand how large the opportunity is here, I just dove right in. And
what'd you do? What, for the other new agents out there, okay, she didn't have any experience, I don't have any experience, she dove in, I want to dive in the same pool. Where did you dive?
Okay, so I dove into convention.
Okay.
Huge deal. Allowed me to really start to understand the business, and I started consuming all the videos and taking a lot of notes. My iPad is filled with notes, and I, calling Polcyn and Juan and Alex, and honestly using the resources that Family First Life has, which is human capital, right? Like using that capital to ensure that you're successful, because everyone on our team wants everyone else to do just as well as they're doing. And if I can say something in a certain way that resonates with someone on this call to help them to get an extra sale that week, like, that's my goal.
That's good. Do you know why everyone at FFL is so helpful?
Because they make so much money.
Well, you said it a little more aggressively than I was going to say it. Because we pay people more. Because, like, if we were at another company and you were making a 30% commission rate or a 42% commission rate, I heard one guy, he's like, I had a 23.5% commission rate and I've been there 2 years. I didn't know this existed. And so because FFL starts new agents at 80 and you can go all the way to 140% commission rate, when many other companies cap out at 80. We I'm not special.
You can do it fast.
You can do it fast, but like, I love talking. I talked to Zach Twardowski, Nick Ayala. I talked to Matt Smith. I talked to, Steve Giordano, Rob Richmond. These are like my friends. And I tell them what we're doing as a team, what we're trying to accomplish, what we're different marketing stuff, because like, there's like 300 million people you can put insurance and protection. So it's me going, hey, I'm not going to tell you what we're doing. And Steve going, I'm not going to tell you the secret words that I say. And Zach T not telling us the lead sources he has. We're all doing so well financially that it's gratitude. And when you're in a company of gratitude versus scarcity, like a scarcity-based company is, I can barely afford my bills. And now I've got the monthly dues to Bob's IMO that I have to pay. And if I don't pay the monthly dues, then I don't get to go to the meeting. And if I don't go to the meeting, I'm not going to get the training. Like, that's the way a lot of these other IMOs function. And here at FFL, it's like, here's everything for free. Mm-hmm. Just you decide how hard you're going to work. And so I love that you just shared that, but that is the reason why people are so helpful here, because we're grateful to be here, because Sean goes, hey, top comp's 140, not 80. That's pretty cool.
Amazing, so, man. Amazing.
It is. I agree. So, okay. So keep going. Pool diving. We're swimming. Okay. We're month one. But okay. So you didn't go full bore till May, but you went to convention. So like, I know there was, I keep talking and I'm going to let you talk now. Okay.
Okay. So what had happened is that there was a holdup with some of my contracting stuff. So during that time, I didn't waste my time. I dove into the trainings and I really just made my life all about insurance. I practiced my phone script with my friends. Like, I was like, hey, can we role play? Because I don't know what I'm doing. And Colton was really, really helpful. Alex, Juan, Jordan, anything that I need to talk to them. And I always call them if I am in the home and it doesn't go the way that I want it. I call them right after the appointment and say, hey, do you have a minute to chat? I want to talk about how the appointment went and how maybe you can tell me I could have done it better. And I'm always open to that healthy criticism, because you need that to get better. And if you're not letting anybody in because you're scared, you're making a mistake.
That's good.
Yeah,
I 100% agree. I 100%. That's the thing that, though, new people that want to learn ask for help, and people that have either, I don't know which 7 deadly sin it is. It's pride or ego or arrogance. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to figure it out on my own. And I get that, but like, other people's experience is one of the greatest things you can learn from. And so it's impressive to see that you realize that at such a budding age in your insurance career with us. So, So keep going. We're cruising. We're on the freestyle right now.
What else? I wasn't scared to, I was a little scared at first for leads, but then I saw, the larger order I purchased, the more money you make, obviously. I mean, we tell people that all the time. And also my consistency in my schedule is what has allowed me to run at such a heavy rate with my appointments, because I believe having a consistent workout schedule and taking care of your health and all of those things, if those aren't aligned, then your sales and the way that you're able to help people in the home is not going to be aligned either.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a is a really big deal for you to take care of your health. What else? I started mortgage protection a lot sooner than I think people do. I just kind of, Colton gave me some of his old leads and he was like, here, can't get a hold of these, call them up and see what you can do. And I said, okay. And understanding the way that mortgage protection worked kind of made final expense a little bit easier because it's more complex. So I gained more comfort in those final expense appointments. And I still mostly run final expense. And I actually just purchased my first territory for mortgage protetion.
Good
so
for
I'm
you.
really excited about that.
Good for you. That's it. That's the ticket. Investing. And I mean, top producers, they spend $2,000 a week on leads and they issue $500,000 a year. You know, isn't that crazy? Crazy numbers, but it's possible. That's what we do here. That's normal here. Another day at the office. Okay. So you came in, got educated, followed the system, asked for help when you were confused, because that's what good students do. They say, hey, help me. And then now you're purchasing leads and going. So let's go into some training stuff for some of these agents, because how does a brand new agent dial on the phone? And let's talk about your phone experience. Did you love dialing the phone when you first started?
Okay. So just accept that you suck at first. And that's fine. And it's okay. It's okay to stumble on your words. It's fine to mess up booking an appointment. That's fine, because eventually you're going to get better at it. We're not born not knowing how to, do anything, and we learn how to do everything. So you just have to give it some time. Your work effort. I mean, I remember working and I still work hard, but just pushing and pushing, like an extra door knock or more dials, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, this is exhausting. But then a month later, I'm like, wow, it's working. It's working. So you just have to keep at it and keep with the consistent habits of making sure that you set an alert or something in your phone to order leads, because I can be forgetful. So setting Google Calendar alerts is very helpful for me to stay on track as well. Even from down to, you need to check in with this client because they want to change something. I put it in my calendar. Everything's in my calendar.
It's good. Do you know that most people, when they come here, have never worked as hard as we work? And if you think about a job, think about an office job or where you're doing some sort of clerical or type, facilitating calls, in or outbound type call center. Okay. There was a study done, and I could find it at some point, but it was out of an 8-hour day, if they studied how much someone actually worked, and it was 20% of the time. That was the actual work time. The rest of it was going to the bathroom or at the break room or emails or whatever. And so when people come here and they're used to actually putting through 20% of effort, and then now it's it's all on you. It's all on your shoulders. What you're going to, big as you want to make it, it's up to you. And you've grabbed that bull by the horn. But at the same standpoint, you said something very, very specific there. You're I'm dialing. And then when I'm not dialing, I'm running appointments. And then in between appointments, I'm dialing and I'm doing door knocks. You're working the whole time. It's a work.
Yeah. So just making bits and pieces of how I can make this more efficient. So I'm reassessing every 2 weeks. What is my schedule like? How can I change it up a little bit or do something different? When I'm dialing, I was talking to Alex straight on the phone, and he said, once you get good or more efficient on the phone, you can start to put the address into Road Warrior while you're the phone is ringing. And then you'll have that for door knocks. And I said, well, I can just start doing that now. I said to myself, so I just started doing it. And that is really helpful, because if I get no-showed, I'm looking in my Road Warrior and saying, where can I go? And I have sticky notes, the delivery notices. Yeah. I leave them at every house I go to. And, I've made sales off of that stuff with people that I didn't even have appointments with. So just going the extra mile in this business will put you in a better position than you know.
I love it. What is your, let's knock out some training stuff. So I want to do your door knock script, your phone script, and then some in-home stuff. So what's your door knock script? We'll knock on the table here. You knock on the table or whatever. You knock, because I'm not, I'm inside.
Okay. Answer the door.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Cassandra. What's your name?
Grady?
Okay, great. I have the right place. So my company just had me in the area running some appointments, and I just decided to stop by because we weren't able to get a hold of you on the phone. Maybe we have the wrong number. Is this your phone number? And they sometimes they say, oh yeah, yeah, and I'm like, oh okay, great. And then I usually say, yeah, I just wanted to drop off that information you had requested, and if it's a mortgage protection lead, I always have the lead in my hand so they can see their handwriting, see that they actually did fill this out. If it's a final expense, it's a little bit harder because it's just kind of on my phone. So I just say, hey, I make myself seem really unavailable. Like
Good.
I'm on my way to a next appointment, but I'll actually be in the area again tomorrow. Sometimes I've done an appointment later in the evening, and we just kind of coordinate. Sometimes they, slam the door in my face. That's fine. Whatever.
It's okay. It's just one of your
Yeah.
no's on to get to your next yes. So so what your door knocks, if you've got a, like, what is do you have a schedule? Do you just fit them in appointments? Like, kind of what
Well,
is your,
I usually have in my mind where I want to stick them already, like in my schedule,
okay?
like where I am, like in Dallas, because Dallas is so huge, just takes us so long to get from appointment to appointment sometimes. So you really got to coordinate.
So what's your goal in the day? What would be your goal? How many, like, if you go home and you're like, shoot, I didn't do enough. I should have, like, or I did enough. Like, what's your door knock goal?
Um, I mean, it depends how blocked my schedule is, like off. It depends how many appointments did I book. Like I've really put myself in bad situations from not dialing enough. I mean, I've been there, and then it just makes you want to go even harder. You're like, oh, okay, I can't do that. So, but usually like 2 or 3 at least.
There you go. Just something.
They're all in my Road Warrior, and there's
So,
literally now I have like 100 in there. So.
that's good. And this is Road Warrior app, or do they find in the app store? Is it online?
Yeah, it's the Road Warrior app, and you have to pay for it, but it's totally worth it. You can
Cool.
write it on business expense.
Cool. $10 a month, Alex said. Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
so door knocking, 2-3 a day. It's more than that. Which if you're on a 4-day a week run schedule, that's 8 to 12, which is a few more at bats to put yourself in a position to go protect more families. So, okay, so let's get into phone script. What is it? What does a 25K month one phone script sound like?
I guess we can just role play. I mean, I use a lot of Matt Smith. He's just super direct. And I find the more concise I can make my phone script, the less likely I'm going to screw it up on the phone, right?
Okay.
Like, the less likely I'm going to talk the client out of, booking an appointment with me, because I've done that before when I first started.
Yeah.
So I just say that I'm local. I say I'm a field underwriter. I'm required to get you the information you requested. Like, putting the responsibility on them is big. Getting out like that favorite hobby or color like really quick is very helpful. And also answering them where they are. So if they have a very soft tone, I'll go kind of soft. If they answer the phone kind of aggressive, I'll try to be more aggressive on the phone with them as well. So it's really being a chameleon on the phone, understanding that not everybody is really perky and happy all the time or whatever.
Okay. So, and then, like, how do you, what if they're rebuttaling? What if they go, okay, I don't know if I wanted you to come over.
Usually agree. So,
Okay.
oh, perfect. I actually don't even have to come inside the home. I have 2 chairs. We can sit outside. It's actually protocol, because a lot of people did tell me, I don't want you to come over because this whole COVID thing. And I said, okay, great. I actually want to keep you safe and me safe, so we can do the meeting outside. And I just go right back into it, trying to book the appointment. Whatever they say, don't argue with them, because I've done that before and that doesn't work.
No.
So agree, and then try to acknowledge them, and then go back to booking the appointment.
Okay. And so when do you book if I go, okay, yeah, I remember it. Let's keep going. I want to hear how you confirm an appointment.
Okay, so hi, Grady.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, it's Cassandra. Okay. I'm just I'm calling to get you that information you requested on the new state-approved programs that can help you pay for any final expenses and burial costs. You put down your favorite hobby is swimming. Is that you?
That's me, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it looks like you do qualify for our newest programs. So are you working, retired, or disabled?
I'm working.
Okay, what's your schedule like on the weekends?
I don't know, we're pretty busy with the kids and everything.
Okay, great. So what time do you generally get home from work? Maybe I can give you a call another time.
I'll be home on Saturday by 5.
Okay, perfect. Actually, they have me dispatched in your area on Saturday and Sunday, and I won't be able to do a 5 or 5:30, but I have a 6:30 or 6:45. Which one would work better for you?
6:30 work okay.
6:30 is good. Okay. And are you married, single, divorced, or widowed?
I'm married.
Okay. Will your wife be available for the meeting?
She's home.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I'm going to have you write down my license number and also the time of the appointment and a confirmation code. You let me know when you're ready.
I got to write all that down?
Oh yeah, I just want to make sure we are who we say we are, and get those special state approved rates. You ready?
Okay, I got a pen.
Okay, perfect. My license number is blah blah blah, and our appointment is going to be for 6:30 p.m. I'll be driving a black Mazda. I'm real tiny, brown hair. Okay, so you know it's me when I'm walking. And can I find those numbers on the mailbox or on the house?
They're on the house.
Okay, great. And then will I be able to find it all right with GPS?
Should be fine, yeah.
Okay, could I give you a call if I'm feeling lost?
Yeah, you can call me.
Okay, perfect. Well, I really look forward to helping you out 6:30 Saturday evening, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Okay, that was good. Very good. Clap. Give her a 3 in the comments below if that you thought that was pretty good, because that was pretty darn good. Especially off the cuff, and you're rolling. So only a couple of things I would correct. Is it okay if you give my permission to coach you?
Of course.
Okay. So that's a lot to ask them to go get. The easiest way to get them to get the pen is just the confirmation number. I just need to give you, because people are familiar with that. You set up electricity, you pay a bill over the phone, you're given a confirmation number. Okay, I see. Can you go grab a pen so I can give you your confirmation number? Well, what's that for? That's good so we can guarantee the wholesale price. Okay. Right. So I give you my license and you can write down the time. I can remember the time. I don't need your license. Okay. Confirmation number. Confirmation number that is without question the easiest way to get them to go get a pen. And that's why you want them to do it. The other stuff, the verification was very good. As far as you said, what do you have going on this weekend? Way too loose. Okay. So, okay. So what are you, say it's Thursday and you're dialing for Saturday. Okay, perfect, John. They've got me, perfect, Cassandra, they've got me out there in your area in the next couple of days. And so I'm trying to fill in, I'm usually trying to fill in for Friday or let's just use the Saturday example. So right now I've got do you guys have any, if it's a younger person, you're going to say, do you have any appointments going on Saturday morning, right? Try to fill the morning first, obviously. So you get your night to yourself, right? You get, it'd be nice, go make some money and then be off for the evening. So John, do you have any appointments going on Saturday morning? No, I don't. Or yes, I do. Okay, perfect. What time do you think you'll be back at the house on Saturday? We'll be back by 3. Okay, perfect. And you did great. I don't have a 3, or you said I don't have a 5. So, but and the 6:30 or 6:45, it's just too close.
Right.
It's a little too close. It's like you're here for a minute. Like, how long are you here for, right? So I learned at 6:15 or 6:45. Feels like that 15-20 minute could fit in there. Now, granted, you're coming at 6:30 in the middle anyway because you're busy. But so 6:15 or 6:45 generally is a very good way to book that appointment. But it's always clear the calendar first. So, John, do you have any appointments going on? So tomorrow, John, are you still working or retired? I'm retired. Okay, perfect. John, do you have any doctor's appointments tomorrow morning? No, I don't need doctor's appointments. Okay, perfect. I got a 10:15 or a 10:45. Which will work better for you? All right. I'm working tomorrow. Okay, perfect, John. What time do you get home from work? I get home about 6:30. Okay, perfect, John. I don't have anything right at 6:30, but I got a 6:45 or a 7:15. Which will work better for you? 30-minute buffer. You're coming, because that's your window, right? You're trying to book these appointments every hour to an hour and 30, dependent on how good you are, the type of lead, distance, right? I've had zip code maps from 19 different states, zip code map, right? You look at the zip code, trying to figure out where they at. Are they in this, right? You're trying to do that. It's just a faster way to figure out where your appointments are. Plus, when you book an appointment in a certain zip code, say with a final expense, you can go to your CRM, search that same zip code, and 13 leads pop up in the same zip code. Now, when you're trying to fill your schedule, you call through those 13 real quick and they're age leads, and now you're trying to book your appointment up. So overall, very good, but be more in control of so whether it's final expense or mortgage, what time are you coming home? Final expense, do you have any appointments tomorrow? No, none. Or what time do you get home? I get home at 3. Perfect. I don't have anything at 3. I loved how you did that. It was perfect. But
I have like a script in front of me that reminds me, hey, like say it like this and do it like this. So
you always dial the script?
Usually I have it right in front of me. I mean, just to remind me, hey, touch on this, touch on this, touch on this.
Do you know how many people don't dial the script?
Probably
Lots.
More than they should be.
Guess who makes more money?
The people that dial with the script.
Correct. People dial without a script. They think that they're so talented and they just free flow and off the cuff, and they're, that's the thing. Like I will get right in your face about you thinking you're better than us. And I don't mean that like as people, I mean that you not disciplining yourself like we all have. You are a disciplined student of this business, and people come here and they go, you know what? I used to sell cars or solar roofs or whatever. And I know how to talk. Feel, felt, found, Grady. Feel, felt, found. I know how to talk to people. I'm like, okay, guy. And like, it's like, just study this stuff and you can become very successful. And you just follow these simple things. And that's what's so beautiful about a script, is that you don't have to think. You just read it. And you read it with that passion and emphasis and energy. But like when you make money, when you go book an appointment off that script and then you go close the appointment and then you get a deposit, you go, I love that script. But the people that don't use a script are the ones that are going, you know what? I don't know. I love people that think they're so talented and they come here and they're not successful. And then I don't love them. I want more for them. I just want people to go, trust us. Just trust, like you trusted Juan, Alex, Colton, Jordan, and look at you now. And people come in here and they don't trust. Go ahead.
I think it also comes from get yourself in that mentality that you're not good enough yet, because you're not. I'm not good enough yet. And I still have a lot of learning to do and a lot of experience to gain. And I mean, I remember talking on the phone with you last night and I was like, I think I suck right now. I can always get better. So having that mentality that you're not good enough yet will get you further and further and further.
Correct. Always learning, right? The person that thinks they've arrived knows nothing. The person that thinks they know everything knows nothing, right? Yeah. So I love that. It's constant. I learned it as an acronym, CANEI, CANEI, constant and never-ending improvement. That's it. We're either growing or you're dying. There's no neutral in life. You're growing or you're dying. So keep focused on growing. So let's talk about some in-home stuff. Cassandra walks up to the door. Let's gonna go through some stuff. What do you do? How do you? I mean, I'm just stating the obvious here. You're female, so it's different than males. You know, are you mean a lot of girls, females, all set of respect that how do you approach it? Some girls are very tempted or intimidated to go sell. I mean, how is that for you?
I'm not intimidated because they're just a human. Like I'm a human. I mean, we all eat the same way. We all travel the same way usually. Like we are all doing the same thing. So just, I was listening to a podcast with Jonathan Porcina and I'm listening. Oh, another thing in the car, podcast all day long. Sometimes I listen to some like pop up techno music or something if I'm feeling a little tired, but
so that's allowed.
But he said, just go into every like home situation, just truly wanting the best for them and treating them how you would want to be treated. And that's how I do go into every situation in the home. I try to leave my preconceived notions on how the appointment's going to go in the car, because you're dealing with people. It's an unknown variable. Like, you don't know how that appointment's going to go, so just go into it with a good attitude. And, you know, I smile as soon as they open the door for me. I have very good manners. I say yes, sir, no, ma'am, or their name. I always offer to take my shoes off. And just being very polite goes a very long way. And being genuine, like, be yourself.
100% I agree. So keep going. So now you're in the house. Set yourself up, kind of do your open. I'd love to hear it. Okay, so I walk in the house, and I don't really say any, compliment them if I don't feel it genuine, like from a genuine place. I don't ever do that because they can feel it. So I just walk in, I say, would you like me to take my shoes off? They usually say no. I say, okay, great. Do you have a table we can sit at? And they say yes, generally. If not, fine. Then we go to the table, and then maybe ask them about how their day is going. And we sit down, and then before I pull anything out of my bag, I look at them very seriously, and I said, okay, when you took the time to fill out this lead card, tell me a little bit about what you were looking for. And I let them talk to me and tell me what they're looking for, so I can kind of gear my presentation on filling that need of what they're looking for, so I can plug that hole for them. So understanding what they're looking to gain from this helps me put me in a better position to help them. Or if it's final expense, I say, you know, tell me, generally why people request this coverage is either they would like to pay for their final expenses like burial costs and all of that, or they want to leave a little bit of extra for their family, you know, their kids or their grandkids. Which one do you think you are, or do you think you're both? And people generally say both, and you're like, okay, great. And then you just and then I just run into the appointment. So at that time, and that also saved me some time when people aren't serious, because at the beginning I was just listening to these people, and they were just kind of wasting my time, you know? They were rude, or they weren't very nice to me, and I just wasn't as strong to just say, hey, I'm not putting up with this and getting out of the house. So you have to do that sometimes. That's good.
So anyways, that allows me to see, like, kind of qualify the appointment. Is this going to be a real appointment or not in the beginning before I even write anything down? So then I get the client credibility sheet out. And if you all have not listened to Linda Limpasso on YouTube for the client credibility sheet, go listen to her. She's great. She has amazing structure in the way that she goes to the client suitability worksheet or credibility, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. And then I just dive right in, you know. I usually try to keep financial and finance with finance. So, you know, asking how much money they make, you know, what's your mortgage, all that, finance, and then also financial history. And then once they've given me their financial history, I say, okay, you know, let's dive into your beneficiaries, and I'd really like to learn about their family, because seeing where their heart is, like who do they want to leave this to? Because the connection needs to be there. They need to be thinking about the person that they care about for it to be real.
Yeah.
So after that, when I first started, I have all the tools, like the Americo prescription guide and all that saved on my iPad. And to learn, and I'm still learning, I write down, you know, all their medications, and I go through the list and I check what they're for, so that allows me to learn faster. So when I'm in the next house, I know what that was for. What else? So then we establish the need, all of that, and then I go, okay, great. It's going to take me maybe a couple of minutes to build out some options for you, and then you can tell me which one you want to go with. And in the beginning of the appointment, I watched your video on how to really set up the appointment. Like, I'm an insurance broker, and I'm also a field underwriter. Go through all of that at first. Sorry, I know that was kind of all over the place, but
no, it's good. That's good though. You know, what I loved is that you're taking ownership, right? you're learning the medications, you're digging into this, and you're talking like you've been in this, doing this thing a year, and you've been doing this 8 weeks.
Right.
And it's collapsing time, right? You collapse time because you study it constantly. You're listening to it constantly. You treat this like it's your profession.
Yeah. Also, educating the client is huge on my list of important things that you had to do. Because if they don't know what's going on, they don't know what type of insurance they're getting, they're not going to keep it. They don't know what they have. So before I show them the options with the price, before I show them numbers is last. What they're getting is first. Like, this is a whole life policy. It's never going to expire. Like, the benefit is never going to go down. Your premium, much like your fixed income, is never going to go up. Really articulating those points. Hey, this is why this is beneficial for you. Builds cash value. You know, this is going to help your loved ones very respectfully, not have to start a GoFundMe account, all this stuff. You can borrow from the loan. And then I also explain term insurance and accidental insurance to them very thoroughly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And
Yeah.
you learn this by attending training calls and attending these calls and attending and listening and turning your car into Rolling University. And then now when you sit on the client, you're comfortable and confident because you know more than they do, which you should because you're an insurance broker. But when you're brand new, you don't have to know that much more. You just have to know, like, where, you know, Trey always says, he's like, here's your training. When they die, it pays. Training over. And I was like, okay, that's funny, but that's not that funny. But the details of it are things that you're studying on a daily basis. And it's apparent with your confidence in the way and your numbers. I mean, results don't lie. Are you enjoying it? Like,
Yeah, it's challenging, and I'm really enjoying hitting every new milestone with the way that I'm able to explain things to my clients, and the way that my business personally is growing. You know, my goal for July is to, I don't know if I want to say it because maybe if I don't hit it, then you're crap.
You miss it by you make it or miss it. I'll be proud of you regardless. Just don't do 2,000 in a week and I'll be proud of you. You do over.
Yeah. So for July, I want to hit like 40K. I know that's a big goal, but after that, I want to look into, you know, hiring an assistant and things like that because, man, I'm spending a lot of time on the phone with the carriers. You know, those thank you cards do not take 2 minutes.
That's right.
Time and, you know, all these little things, all these like moving and working parts of the business it's great for me to learn it, but I feel like to truly excel, I'm going to need to kind of devote that to somebody else's responsibilities and then me really focus on selling.
Well, you have great people to learn from. I can't tell you how many business questions I've asked Andrew and Sean, and they're more than willing to help. I'm here, Alex. I mean, we've all are farther down this path than you are. But what's cool is that this becomes yours. Like, you start to go, hey, if I write 40 grand, I'm going to have a bunch of money and I can hire a staff member for, you know, $500, $700 a week, and they can make the phone calls, and you start to value your time more. And then, but also you're creating employment, right? Yeah. You're a business owner who's taking the risk of lead cost and skill growth. They want to be an employee and work and they're totally comfortable with the low level of risk. By all means, I'll happily hire them up and provide employment and income for them and their families. I take a significantly greater risk, thus, though, you and I have a significantly greater potential for return. Potential. But when you have a business like ours where you start to see it progress and you look around and you go, if all these other people are able to make this level of money, why can't I? And it just comes a decision-making factor whether or not you're going to buy enough leads and work the numbers. But that's a phenomenal goal.
Staying close to people that are doing well also is a big priority. I wanna be, I wanna become friends with, we all are becoming friends. And that's another great thing about this business is the support system, I don't feel alone. I never feel alone. If I'm stressed about something or I don't know something, I know that I can always call my colleagues, which is really incredible and you don't get in a lot of industries. You don't get that.
No, especially in other companies in our industry, because at FFL, we're highly grateful for the opportunity we have because Sean goes, hey, top comp's 140, not 80. And when you can make nearly twice as much money for the same standard sale, and he's not keeping that extra 60%, he's allowing us to take part in that potential for income. It's just more money for us for the same amount of effort. And that's where we have a company like ours. So this was awesome. You did so good. And I'm so excited to watch you continue to progress. And what's great about this business is that it is a business and it's your profession now, and you're helping clients. And I had a client just this morning called me. It was my first client. And she said, hey, I just bought a house. So she's a final expense client. I just bought a house and I want you to help me protect it. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm going to call her when I get off this call. So that's what you're doing. You're building an asset. You're starting a business. You're growing your own personal skills.
Referrals are good. I've gotten referrals too, because I just try to make it build relationships in the home, and that's gonna too.
Yeah.
Build
relationships. That's right. So, well, thank you so much, Cassandra. I appreciate you coming on. Let's say bye to everybody, and we'll close it out. Any final parting words do you want to say? If these 140 people worked with you, what would you tell them?
Okay, I would tell them to give up something that's not allowing them to excel, whether it's TV time or those friends that want to go out when you don't need to be going out, or whatever it is. Like, you can't do everything in one day, and you need to sacrifice something else for this to work. This is not an easy job, but it is a very rewarding job. So I would leave them with that.
I love it. We'll leave it with that, guys. Have a great day. We appreciate you all. Appreciate you, Cassandra, and looking forward to cheering you on and continue to grow with us. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.